From the home of the Tigers since 2000, we welcome you to Comerica Park here in the Motor City. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. The Twins aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Josh Bond will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stewart is after it. 1 out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
So striding forward now, Eddie Rosario. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
D-Row, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Twins nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jose Barrios gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Digging in, Luis Guillen. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
up for the Tigers, second baseman, Luis Guillen.
First pitch on its way. Hit to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Next for the Tigers, Jeimer Candelario. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runners off for second. No balls and 1 strike. behind 0-2 now.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Here it comes on 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Hit in the air out to center field. Buxton giving chase, and that's the first out of the inning. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Digging in, Aber Chassin. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. And definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. From the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Behind 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Standing in, Christian Stewart. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. He's set. Here it comes. Hot shot down the line. This is foul for the 1st strike. Ian leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're off to the 2nd, scoreless on the show. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
Left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Blackmon is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Blackmon playing here in his age 34 season. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Byron Buxton is on deck. 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Now the 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And it's gone. It's a 2-run homer for Byron Buxton. Number 23 for him thus far, as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
That is why you can't walk the leadoff hitter. A solo shot becomes a 2-run homer, and the damage just kind of snowballs. Tough one to swallow.
Stepping in, number 15. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
Number 15.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1 misses off the plate. Just a bit low, ball 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. He's got it 1 away.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's take a look at outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Everyone knows this guy for light tower power and the ability to hit the ball out of the park. But the first time he burst on the scene was with a miraculous defensive play to save Jordan Zimmerman's no-hitter in Washington, D.C. Look for him to have an impact on the defensive side as well.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Missed with a slider. Still only 1 out in the inning. Sharp ground ball to third, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Here's the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now batting.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup right down the middle. So far this season, Lindor carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stewart is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Now batting, Steven Souza. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And that one just missed outside. Tommy Meadows will be next. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Set to get his day started, Tommy Meadows, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. (2-0) to the Tigers left fielder.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Souza on at first, nobody out. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Striding in, number 26, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. The 1-0. Hit in the air out to center field. Buxton sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger, 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Franco, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. So a 3-run blast is straight away left, number 13 for him on the year, and the Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate. But the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
Into the box, Luis Guillen. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Guillen digs in at 6'2" and swings the bat from both sides of the batter's box. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. 3 runs already home here. Another try at 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But not before 3 cross the plate for the Tigers on the strength of this 3-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-2 Detroit. A shot there at the Motor City and Windsor, Ontario, just across the river, as we welcome you back to Comerica Park. Striding in once again, Eddie Rosario. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 1-0 home. Taken, strike 1 outside corner. Rosario stands at second with no outs. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Charlie Blackmon. No balls and a strike to count. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And that's going to tie our ball game as the runner scores from second to make it 3-3 now.
Nice execution right there. The ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back safely. Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Low with a fastball here, in the dirt even. It's ball one.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up one run in this inning.
The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
2-2 the count. Runner at first here, one man out. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Softly hit here to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Standing in now, number 15. Ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
1-1, here it is. Curveball that time, not even close.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. First and second now, one man out. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Stepping up now, Mike Moustakas. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are loaded here, one man out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at ball one. A base hit in his first trip. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Count even at 2-2. Blackman at third. Buxton on at first with 2 down. Two pitch just missed.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. In now, Jeimer Candelario. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, first baseman.
Now at the plate, Albert Chassin, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Chassin is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Lifted down the line in left. Number 15 has to look over his shoulder, but he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Christian.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Christian Stewart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Now the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike now. High and deep to left center field. Blackmon going back at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 4-3 Tigers. Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. And that one got a piece of him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
In now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it, too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Hey. 3-1. Happ on third. Lindor is at second with nobody out. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He in. Loves it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? Two pitchers down. Really good job of patience, trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Andrew Triggs answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. It was a single for him in his last at bat. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 5-4 game. So another run in to score. And we've seen that this has been a potent offense all season long as we bring in a look at the league leaderboard for runs scored. And we find that these guys are currently third best in the AL in that department. Ready for another shot now. Byron Buxton trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Now a move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Twins 5 and the Tigers 4. Ready now, Tommy Meadows. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
Designated hitter, number 39.
Here's the first pitch to him. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And that's through for a hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Standing in, number 26. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Meadows gets his lead at first, nobody out. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. 1 there, on to first, a double play.
Up next for the Tigers, catcher, Bruce Maxwell.
Into the box now, Bruce Maxwell. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Popped him up. Lindor over to his left, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full. The Twins are in front, 5-4. Ready once again, number 15 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 15.
First pitch of the at bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hit out towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. The next Twin up, Mike Moustakas. He flew out in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Now the 2-0. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now 6-4.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
The catcher, number 40.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. He in right there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. There's a strike. A 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Middle of the afternoon here at Comerica Park. It's the Twins 6 and the Tigers 4. Digging in for his second at-bat, Franco. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot down the line in right. His second of the game. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Now in the box, Jeimer Candelario. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Guillen aboard here at first with nobody out. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Guillen is on his way home. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate.
Now batting, first baseman.
Into the box, Aber Chassin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Buxton racing back way out of here into the upper row of bushes. Wow! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 22 on the year as they move out in front 7-6. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, you don't see this very often, D-Row. A lot of runs scored and a lot of home runs. This is a big ballpark here, Comerica Ballpark in Detroit.
Yeah, Dan, it's interesting. You walk in, and at first glance, Comerica Park doesn't look like it plays that small. But then you do the advanced stats on it. A lot of guys going deep in this yard.
He's 1 for 2 in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Souza.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Zach Godley enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Digging in once again, Steven Souza. A career head-to-head numbers with Zach Godley. He's totaled 4 hits in 22 tries. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Throw won't get him.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Standing in now, Tommy Meadows. Fly ball out to right field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in 1 inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Settling in now, number 26. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. From the belt, the pitch to 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now. So if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
The swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Souza, the runner at first with 2 gone. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Payoff pitch one more time. Popped high in the air. Moustakas over to his right. And that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 8 and the Twins 6. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Francisco Lindor. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The right fielder, number 20.
Striding into the box, Eddie Rosario. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Now it would be the Minnesota DH, Chris Davis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set, and the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Runners on first with 1 down.
D-Rock.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. Now a long throw to third, and he is in there.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Wade Miley comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Charlie Blackmon will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Artie Lewicki takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Byron Buxton will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks his zone again.
2-2, here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Tigers 8 and the Twins 7. So digging in now, Bruce Maxwell. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box, Franco.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Therefore, it is Blackman, and he's got it for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Guillen. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-0 home. And this is fouled at the plate. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
The next batter, Jamer Candelario.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. They hold on to their slim 8-7 lead. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So striding in, number 15. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Mike Moustakas will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Now the pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Number 26 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing here for the Twins. And this one remains tight. It's 8-7. ready to take his hacks again. Aber Chassin, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Rosario, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've taken a two-run lead. In now, Preston Stewart. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. One and two now as this catches the outer half. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And he sends it the other way toward right center. Rosario is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Tommy Meadows earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
He stays alive, still 2-2. hit hard on the ground towards second. Happ scoops it up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Tigers lead this one 9-7. Tyler Thornburg has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
47, Tyler Thornburg.
Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Is a fastball that misses. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. One out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. Snatched out of midair at first base for route number 2. Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball, 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage. You think you're getting a heater. He throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Here's Chris Davis now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good curveball at the knees. saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. They trail by a couple. It's 9-7. Now at the plate, number 26. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Number 26.
The pitch. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Scorched to third. Scooped up. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a curveball right on the corner. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. And that misses. 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 25.
Digging in the switch hitter, Franco. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded by Moustakas. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They still lead it by 2. It's 9-7. Trevor May comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Trevor May.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, who'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And that misses 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 26 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now to the plate, number 15. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Well, listen, you always want to finish strong, and they've done a real good job here notching a win on the first day of September. They're hoping that's a sign of good things to come in this final month of the season.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Detroit Tigers seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Andrew Triggs earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Jose Barrios is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Trevor May records the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.